Let me tell you what you can do with 24 hours of training online. So the difference is you can cover either two things. You can do a lot of time to learn few things, or you can have little time and learn a lot of things. This is what's up to you. With the coaching guidance and with the lessons I am doing on Skype, my method works much better in a weekly basis. Some people, because this video is called how often we should take a lesson, missing too many lessons, careful. Because the thing is, when you are getting a strength there and you are improving, those who have experience, of course, it's a luxury, but some people come here and train also daily, say 1 hour or 2 hours daily, or even more, like Ricky. These people, you know, it's like going to the gym and then training, daily training. So daily training, this is training under supervision. I mean, because when you train things, who knows what you are doing? But when you are with me, you are saving millions of years, of light years time, because I will get you all the shortcuts for what you want to play, as you want to play it, not keep you in the position you are now, which is to play as you can, only what you can do, and there are a bunch of limitations. But the moment, if we understand this thing, that generally in 24 hours, you can cover amazing things of repertory, technique, rhythm, enhanced stuff, left hand stuff, right hand, rhythmics, everything gets better. This is 24 hours. Now, if you suppose, because in this method, most of the students are one lesson per week, and then this is understood that you need 3 months to cover 12 hours and 6 months to cover 24 hours. And those guys that are doing this in 6 months, you can see an exponential growing there of their capabilities, they're failing themselves, and what's the actual results. Because we all record the things, and we're recording private videos, of course, and you see how you're advancing. The difference is like when you are in a train, and the train gets a strength there, so you know the engine is going faster, and then at some point, if the engine stops, these old trains, I'm talking of the electric ones, but at some point, by the inertia of this movement, if the engine stops, the train keeps moving, and you think you are okay. But actually, it's going eventually to slow down to a point that if you lose perspective, because you don't have a teacher, you never take a lesson, you only do things alone, and waste time. That's why I said that do it yourself and be confused forever, because one person will say one opinion, the other will say another opinion. The difference is, before, I was, and I am still a professor, number 535 of the Royal Conservatory of Canada, and there was very scheduled thing that this has to be done this, like that, on the Cathedral of Flamenco that I did in Toronto for 6 years. But now in CFG, with this project we create online, and with more than 2,000 private videos, which I have for you, on every topic, you have the advantage to be able to train with me under my supervision, and I will teach you also how, by observing yourself and by observing your own mistakes, things like, from the most basic things, like how to hold the guitar. For example, in classical guitar, we have chest and guitar perpendicular, right? And then this part of the arm here to play, to play in this posture, but we never play like that. In flamenco, we actually have this kind of angle, and then we play like if it was towards there, and chest here, guitar in another angle. So, and now where is the hand moving, and what's the mobility, how you are playing in an ergonomic form that keeps you going, starting from posture to the most elementary things, which many people think have already passed over those aspects. But then the thing is that you need to have a clear goal, what you want. And if what you want is really to save time and to be able to maintain this growing speed and go to the limit of whatever you want to achieve, you need to study this way. But suppose if you, instead of that, if you study half hour a week, then instead of 6 months, it will take 1 year. to cover the 24 hours. So this is the difference. But because in little time you don't see it, when one passes 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks without taking a lesson, and then of course the gap is there, and then when you get back to the material, you are still back down there, and that itself becomes a loop that keeps you down. If you want to get out of this, just call me and I make sure you get what you want. Thank you very much. I'm Ruben Diaz.